Welcome to the Canadian job market of 2025. It's a landscape that requires a clear strategy and, honestly, a bit of patience. But opportunities are certainly there for those who know where to look. As of July 2025, the national unemployment rate sits at 6.9%. This number tells us that while many Canadians are working, a significant portion are still actively searching for employment, making the market competitive. The public sector, a traditional source of stable employment, is seeing some shifts this year. This doesn't mean the Government of Canada has stopped hiring. It simply means that the competition for each available position is more intense than it was in previous years. Your ability to communicate your value has never been more important in this environment. Instead of applying to dozens of jobs without much thought, your time is better spent on a few applications that you can perfect. When you open a job posting on the GCJobs website, you are looking at a document with very specific sections. Each section gives you clues about the job and what the hiring manager wants. Right below that is a section called Who Can Apply. This is the most important first step. Always check this section first to make sure you are eligible. It saves time. Next, salary. Next, location of the job. Next, language requirements. For bilingual roles, the posting will specify proficiency in reading, in writing, and oral interaction. Examples like BBB or CBC. Be honest about your language skills. Finally, conditions of employment. These are requirements you must meet and maintain. You must agree to these conditions to be considered. Every GCJobs posting has a section dedicated to qualifications. It is divided into two important categories: essential qualifications and asset qualifications. Understanding the difference between these two is absolutely critical to your success. Essential qualifications are the must-haves. Think of them as the fundamental requirements for the job: education, experience, abilities. An essential education qualification might be a degree from a recognized post-secondary institution. For experience, it might say significant experience in project management. This means you must provide clear examples of your project management work in your application. Asset qualifications are the nice-to-haves: skills, experiences, educational credentials. If you have any of the listed asset qualifications, you should absolutely highlight them in your application. After you fill in your personal information on GCJobs, you will arrive at the screening questions. The best way to answer these questions is by using the STAR method. For more tips, visit govprepare.com or call 1-833-PLAN-GOV, 1-833-752-6468. It is not enough to simply say, "Yes, I have this experience." You must prove it with specific, detailed examples from your past work. STAR is an acronym that stands for Situation, Task, Action, Result. This structure helps you provide a complete and compelling story for each of your examples. Let's walk through a quick example. Imagine a question asks for experience leading a team. Action: I organized a team meeting, broke the remaining work into smaller tasks, assigned them to team members based on their strengths, and set up daily check-ins to monitor progress. Result: the team completed the report 2 days ahead of the deadline, and the client was very pleased with the quality of our work. Your resume for a GCJobs application should be different from a private sector resume. Government resumes need to be detailed, clear, and comprehensive. Forget the one-page rule. Use clear headings and bullet points to help the hiring manager. Start with your contact information, state the job you're applying for, and include the reference number. Use the same keywords and phrases from the job posting. That helps your resume get noticed by hiring managers and ATS. The job posting will list other required documents. The most common is proof of education. Have digital copies ready before you start. It reduces stress. Label your files clearly and stay organized. Missing even one document can get your application rejected. Double-check your documents for a complete professional application. Once you have clicked that Submit button on your GCJobs application, the waiting period begins. It is important to know the government hiring process can be slow. It is not unusual to wait several weeks or even a few months. This is normal. The hiring team reviews every single application for essential qualifications. Some postings attract hundreds of applicants, so review takes time. If your application is screened in, you will typically be invited to the next step: written test, interview, or both. The email will provide the details you need: date, time, format of the assessment. This is another area where attention to detail is crucial. In the competitive 2025 job market, every detail matters. Be precise, be thorough, be patient. You show you're a serious professional candidate. You're investing in your future. That's the care the public service wants. For more support, visit govprepare.com or call 1-833-PLAN-GOV, 1-833-752-6468.